All right, let's start this up here. All right. We're gonna workshop the ever-living shit out of this thing. So last time, hold on, I'm gonna hold it up to the camera because I wrote it down, and you probably can't read it because I can barely read it. But yeah, I ended with a gin base with rum as a side flavor. I'm thinking about removing the rum, and I'm thinking about getting rid of the orange blossom water. And just replacing it with orange bitters because it needs a little more character, and the rum is watering it down too much with a sweetness that it just doesn't need. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why we're workshopping this one, because I had an idea, and I think I'm gonna turn this into I think it would be called a regal stir. I know I'm not shaking it, so that's it's already a weaker flavored cocktail. So it's a weaker flavored cock. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with absolutely gonna stick with 1.5 ounce of gin. We're absolutely going to stick with that. I just don't know what else I'm gonna do. I'll think of it as I go. I'm going based off of what the last version was, because the last version of this was very much the best one out of all of them. All right. All right, we're just going to start with the 1.5 ounces of gin. I think I'm going to leave the rum out. I want to make this a silver cocktail, which means that it's all clear ingredients, or at least it ends up being clear. So to thematically fit silver. And I think that I can actually do that pretty easily with what I have. So that's the goal here. I've got to fill this up. I got to fill her up, Chris. Oh, yeah. That should be more than enough. Because I want a full-size dash out of it, so I actually got to make sure it's properly filled. All right. 1 dash of absinthe. We're going to go roll with that. Same as before. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's the equivalent of about 3-ish dashes from a full-size bottle. That's a small dasher, so 3 dashes. Orange bitters. All right. Yeah, this is still probably my best bet here. At least for a silver cocktail. All right, we're just going to do 1 bar spoon because it's already a lot of delicate flavors. Just, it's all delicate. All right, then I have the jar right here. All right, I did 1 bar spoon maraschino. All right. Yeah, that's really just to toe the line of how weak or strong these flavors actually are going to be in here. Yeah, and I did 2 bar spoons of cinnamon clove. That was a little bit more than 2 bar spoons, but We'll survive. Well, maybe I won't, but... Alright. Ice. That should be good. This is really just me trying it with bitters instead of orange blossom water. Because the water made it smell good, but it didn't do much for the taste, or at least nothing that I needed. Alright. Man, this is a small-ass cocktail. $18, $19, $20, $21, $22. It's about a 30-second stir, so... yeah. We ended up with a decent amount. But yeah, I'm probably going to readjust how much of some of the stuff we put in. Yeah, let's put it in this one. Alright. Version 5. I do like how the absinthe slightly clouds it, because when absinthe gets cold, it gets cloudy. It makes it look more shiny on the outside. It's more reflective. The weirdest part is that lowering every measurement to bar spoons is actually helping it a lot. Hold on, I forgot to put in 2 bar spoon. Cinnamon syrup. There we go. But yeah. It's crazy how lessening everything to bar spoons made this taste legitimately good. Like, a lot better than the previous ones, where absinthe was, like, the only flavor left over, and we were just fighting absinthe with maraschino the entire time. I do think the bitters was a better call, though. Because I'm actually getting that at the end. I think we make it a full gin cocktail. I want that gin to pop. I don't want it to pop. I need it to pop. Alright, I think we're just going to bump it up to 2 ounces of gin at this point then. Now that I've figured out exactly what I need to do. We're going to do 4 dashes of orange bitters. We're going to bump up the gin to 2 ounces. Still keep it at a dash of absinthe. We're going to do a 1/4 ounce of maraschino and keep the bar spoons of cinnamon cloves. See how that works. If not, we'll just lessen the maraschino down to 2 or 3 bar spoons. And we'll just figure it out from there. I already did like 4 versions of this before, so I got a lot of notes already on it. I've been down this road before. Oh, yeah. So, Chris, if you're still there and listening. So, you know how when Violet Necco's stream was, her subathon was about to end every time she would play Closing Time? Well, I was there when she ended. And I was drinking a drink that I just kind of haphazardly threw together. And I made a cocktail off of that the next day. So, and I called it Closing Time. Yeah, I know. It happened so much, I actually thought of naming a cocktail after it. Hi, Hazmat. How you doing? Welcome back. All right, we'll do 1 dash of that. That's the equivalent of 4 dashes. We're going to do a full 1/4 ounce. You're kinda good. Oh no, kinda's not good. Syrup. Some shit's going on. Well, I hope you can calm down a little here. Sit back, relax, and watch me haphazardly. No, this isn't even haphazardly. I have planned this. Throw a cocktail together. For once, this is planned. Yeah, and on Monday, I start a new job. So, that's good. I'll have money in like 2 weeks. And I got my tax return coming in. And then I got unemployment for the last month coming in. I'm not saying I'll be swimming in money, but the bar will be fully stocked. It is kind of half-assed right now, but... Enough, I'm actually already feeling a bit better just being here. That's good. That's good. Thank you. I needed that. Because I was watching one of my friends today, and he was streaming, and I was there for the whole thing, but he said that he was thanking everybody for just even being there, because he's like, so clearly I'm doing something right, and you saying that made me feel the same thing that he was feeling, so thank you. Oh, yeah. And right up there, you see that number? I hit over 50 follows. The path to affiliate is looking bright. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, it's looking bright. I just gotta get the chat requirements, and that's all I need. And I'm still planning on streaming a little bit every single day, so hopefully I can hit that. At this point, it's just keep going until it happens. So yeah, I mean, on God damn it, already got me smiling again. Yeah. Yeah, because I did a 12-hour stream on Thursday night, and then I streamed until 6 or 7 in the morning, specifically to attempt to raid Leia Panthera. And I couldn't raid her. I didn't hit the raid requirements. So I raided Yuru Kaze. I hung out there for like 10 minutes, then went to Leia, and then said, I stopped here to say hi, but I'm gonna go to bed. And then later I said, I actually tried to raid you. I tried to plan it out, and it didn't work, but I had a good time doing 12 hours, and she was like, oh, okay, I'll shout you out. And then, of course, I had like 3 people fucking come in here and follow, and I'm just very happy that Leia's been very good to me since I joined her community. Which, to be fair, is mostly the hive mind anyway. So it's the EU gang. A lot of the EU gang heads there. version seeks. Yeah, hey. I don't know if you recognize the name Amnopsity from the SSB streams. Yeah, he followed me, so that was my 51st follow. Man, the hive mind's so fucking cool. That's why I love it there. That's why Nags will forever have my only tier 3 sub, no matter what. Yeah. I mean, that's how I met Chris. Yeah. Tier 2, tier 3 chat. Woo! 0.25 ounce maraschino. There we go. Yeah, Helldivers. God, that was fun. And it always is fun playing. Oh, I got some of the stuff from the new Warbond because I had maxed out medals. I did in fact buy half of the Warbond the day it came out. I got the nuke, I got the pistol nuke. I got one of the armors that blows up. Bro, that entire thing, okay, this is going to be kind of a spicy thing for me to say, but I noticed that it's kind of like, oh, we looked at the Middle East and said, yeah, we can do it better in space. Kaboom armor. You die and it nukes everything in the general vicinity. And the nuke pistol is like a slingshot. It just kind of shoots it like a big Nerf dart. So it just kind of goes boom. So you gotta aim like straight up. Yo, kamikaze armor? Yeah, it is. You just run into a group of automatons, just die right in front of them, and then blow them all up. That's basically the general gist of how it works. And it's about the same as every other medium and heavy armor, stat-wise. So it just kind of works if you want a generic armor that has some post-mortis bonuses. It's only good after you die, though. So you don't really get to appreciate it much. Managing democracy with terrorism. Twitch, this is a joke. My lawyer has told me that for legal reasons, this is a joke. Yeah, I still gotta get the portable hell bomb, though. There's only so much grinding I can do on my own, though. Pretty much a creeper. I mean, the armor's like yellow and green, so yeah, you kind of are a creeper. And the portable hell bomb, I think people can activate it while it's on your back still. So you can literally just run in and then set off a nuke in the middle of a base. Man, explaining this is just really, really gonna put me on a watch list. I'm so glad I don't have more people here. Thank you, Twitch, for not looking at me. Another watch list? You were already on one? It does. That's on the last page, though. It's like 150 something medals or something, or 5,500. I'm not 100% sure. Hazmat, you're fucking crazy. No, the first one was because of YouTube. Forgot to mention it was a joke one time. You make one joke one time. Oh my god. Yeah, now the cocktail's too much maraschino. But yeah. Oh, the last few streams, I've been playing Near Replicant, okay? And I'm like 15 hours into the game now. And the game keeps pissing me off. Solid 6 out of 10 game. Storytelling great, visuals great. They have their own hot woman where her entire ass is showing, okay? But my lord, at least you guys are taped. Because me underwear about to get banned with our bro. I somehow keep setting off SSB and Leia's auto mod for no reason. I literally said the word fart and it almost banned me. In Leia's chat, because we were throwing around stupid ass pickup lines the day before Valentine's Day, I said, hey, are you a fart because you just blew me away? And it almost banned me for it, and Leia had to undo it before it auto-banned me. I'm like, why the fuck is fart bannable? And I forget what I said in SSB. Oh, I said I jizzed in my pants because that was literally the joke in the game. And yeah. And it's funny because I think Raccoon said it beforehand, and he didn't get any repercussions. It was just me. So it's a Solid Snake with the song Invisible by Durant. Did you say Solid Colonel? Ah. Yeah, Chris, you ain't getting spanked by shit if I ever get one then. Okay. So Chris is always safe. Gotcha. Bro, I loved when, when Jake raided me that one time, and you came in, and you just immediately timed him out, and then Jake said, of course you're a fucking mod. Dude, I could hear his voice say it in my head when I read that. Of course you're a fucking mod. I remember that. Actually, I think that's where Hazmat came from. Was that raid? Oh, yeah. All right. Oh yeah, I have an idea of a collab. I have a big collab idea, and it's hilarious, but I don't know if anybody will do it. All right. So basically, Baldur's Gate 3 and how it's a D&D game and how you can technically customize your stats in any possible way. Next to raid someone I'm for, so I can because of the references, said references being the image of an eye patch or something. Also, yeah, you were in that raid. I do remember that. But yeah, you know how Baldur's Gate is D&D and you can technically make any stat, any number you want? My idea is that we play Baldur's Gate 3, but make the most inadequate party of all time. All right. And I'm saying we have a wizard. Normally you'd run intelligence on that fucker. Nah, that fucker getting strength and dexterity. All right. Your warlock charisma? No, that shit ain't maxed out. That's as low as it can go. He can't even talk his way into getting a good deal at a fucking bar. All right. He can't even talk his way into getting the normal price on a beer. I was like, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about making this such a painful run to go through that our fucking warrior who wants to fight everything has 0 strength and has to talk their way out of getting beat up in the middle of the fucking street. the buff Harry Potter meme in the it's Harry Squatter just pulling up on you. I wrote down a list of people that most of which are from the Hive Mind that I really want to ask. Chris, you are first on that list. I don't know if you have Baldur's Gate 3 though, so that's why I'm shooting a shot at everybody. Because this is like, I actually have a solidified idea now, so I feel like I can actually go do shit. Allow. I'm putting in all stats and strength on the bard. Motherfucker gonna be running around killing everything right with a damn flute. You know the thing about bards is that you can... There's colleges for everything, alright? There's only, I think, 4 in Baldur's Gate, but there is one that utilizes strength. So if they choose strength and then do the colleges, they have to do the one for, like, magic just to fuck with their stats even more. Like, we're just going to make the most inadequate group of people. That is the goal. And I hope I can sort this out with people. Because fuck, this is going to be funny if we can. Just to, like, completing Act 1 or something. And if we like doing it, then we'll just keep going for the rest of the game. But trying to get any number of people to do stuff is rough. Oh, you can get it. Yeah. Plays flute, summons horde of raccoons, then beats the shit out of them with a bandit with the same flute. And then you just walk up and it's like... Guy just gets up. Man, thank goodness I stopped out the... Just with a flute. Just smack him like 9 times. Just use it like a lance. Just pull it right through him. Just sharpen the tip of your flute. You just carving the head. Fredbear 5 Nights jump scare. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Big stretch. Alright, let's try one more iteration of this here. I think I got this. Ah! I think I got this. That last version of this had a lot of good flavors in it. I was getting too much maraschino though. I think this cocktail being smaller and being named after Silver is it kind of fits. Because, you know, he is, and I quote, in just words in general, he is quite literally a little guy. He's just a little guy. Okay? Bro, I saw his fucking, I was reading his description that he has in the bottom. And he says that if you donate, he'll be too nervous to say it anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, he's just a little guy. And now I'm thinking about that again. And I'm like, yeah, this cocktail being smaller suits it. It really does. Alright, then I gotta get that cinnamon clove. Alright, that should be fine. We're just adjusting a couple things. Poo bar spoons. Maraschino. And we kept everything else the same. Let's change this to B7. And if we get it right on version 7, then we're thematically accurate with silver again. Oh my god. One of the quotes of all time from one of my friends. What if instead of Foxy, his name was Freaky, and instead of jump scaring you, he snuck behind you and grabbed your thigh? You know, there's a lot of people that dream about that. Shockingly. Don't go on Rule 34. Know what you're looking for on Rule 34 first, because you will see that exact thing somewhere on the front page. You just will. It's always there. Just something of that nature. And yes, I am on Rule 34 far more than I like to admit. Yeah, there's only a couple artists I like on there. You don't even go on there. 50-50 shot. It depends how freaky are you. That's really the question. Because if you're fine with scrolling through a bunch of dumpster fire that's various levels of pornographic material that you just don't like, then you know that it's a good place. But yeah, there's a lot of shit that I'm not a fan of before I get to the shit I want. Let me tell you, it's a journey. It's a journey going through Rule 34. Jokes I can make freaky jokes, but other than that, I'm not freaky in the slightest. I tried to think of something funny to retort to that, but I couldn't. My brain shut off. Except on Halloween, I like scaring the shit out of children. There was a year I did that, but I was also in middle school, but I was grounded and couldn't go trick-or-treating. So I just stood at the front door as still as I could as the Grim Reaper, and then scared the shit out of like a bunch of kids. It was fun. Honestly, it was better than trick-or-treating itself, because I still just took all the Reese's cups anyway, so I won. Oh, yeah. Extra crunchy right now. Ooh. We found it. That recipe is the right one. That is, and I don't know any other word to describe this as, that's crispy. Alright. That's crispy. It's a little crispy. Okay, this iteration, version 7, actually is the one. That is clean. That is clean. It's slightly hazy from the absinthe, and it's very reflective. And it kind of reflects blue, which is great. Oh god, that is nice. You get that herbal gin, you get a little bit of absinthe. The maraschino doesn't fight it anymore. The bitterness on the end from the orange bitters gives a nice, well, it gives a nice orange. And orange and clove goes well together already. So it just kind of, that's the one. That's the one right there. I found the one. I found the one! I like hiding in a bush in a ghillie suit, sticking out my leg to make them trip, and they fall from a fake spider. That is so bad. You really have thought this through, haven't you? Wow, you really think this through. You really think about how to put the maximum amount of misery on just an innocent 5-year-old walking by. They might be in, but you know, in your defense, they might be innocent now, but they might not be in like a decade. So, you know what? There's your defense. Well, sir, they could be a terrorist in 2 years. So you tripped a 5-year-old and then threw a spider on her and traumatized her? Of course. Who wouldn't? I'm just serving my country. Sometimes I connect a string to a spider, so when they try to run away, they just like put it around a tree, so that when you throw it on them, you can just pull it and it goes the opposite direction, so they're none the wiser. They'll never find out it's the perfect plan to scaring the shit out of kids. If that's something you're into, please sign here. I have a contract for you. I'm paying you $10 a night. On Halloween. It's one night. I'm paying you $10 to help me scare these kids. What do? You take the other end of the street, I take this. Allow me to explain. And then put your entire paragraph in the fucking explanation. They're like, is this even legal? Yes. That's what makes it so fun. They can't do a thing about it. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, that's getting saved. Absolutely. Alright, I'm gonna copy and paste that. Copy. Go to my notes. Scroll all the way down. Boom, boom, boom. Paste. Perfect. Little Timmy ain't ready for the fake bomb I'm gonna tape to his back with his ear. Twitch, this is a joke. Just fucking. Nah, even better. Put a strip of super glue on it, slam it onto his back. tape it down. It's just a bunch of road flares tied together. Detonating in 60 seconds with a beep every second. This seems like such an elaborate way to traumatize a child. Gotta get that character development in early. I was 5 years old when the man in the bush slapped a bomb on my back. And that's when I knew I needed to join the CIA. Doing them a favor builds character. Bombs on backs build character, goddammit. You're gonna be like Canada after every major war they participate in. A lot of rules seem to come up after they participated in World War II. Becomes a member of a bomb disposal unit in the future. Duh, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he does the same thing to people in other countries for the CIA. You can either make a villain or a hero out of this. Better hope you picked a Peter Parker and not a fucking Doctor Doom. I have no idea what music's playing. Let me get... Oh, yeah. Nice glacial music. Alright. Yeah, I'm using the Dave the Diver soundtrack as my background because YouTube didn't strike me last time I had a video with it at all. They didn't even tell me that it could be a problem. So I'm just assuming it's right. One day I'll find out the hard way if it is or not. But today is not that day. He becomes my apprentice and starts a lasting generational tradition of terrorizing children. So you traumatize one into traumatizing another, and so on and so on. And so on and so on. I forget what commercials that's for. Character development. Nah, that ain't character development. That's civilization development right there. You're changing an entire part of society. It's for the good of humanity. But honey, it's for the greater good. Greater good? I'm your wife. I'm the greatest good you ever gonna get. I fucking love The Incredibles. That's my favorite line from Frozone and The Incredibles. It was him arguing with his wife. You need to see a therapist? You probably do. Not gonna lie. I fucking love that line from The Incredibles. Incredibles will always be a peak movie. Incredibles 2 is slightly below peak. Frozone does need his own movie. The question is will Samuel L. Jackson want to do a whole-ass Frozone movie? I mean, he was at the Super Bowl playing Uncle Sam, so if they asked him, they might do it. The thing is I don't know if I trust Disney with their current team to make it correctly, but they did do Incredibles 2 pretty well, though. Incredibles 10 out of 10 movie, Incredibles 2 like an 8.5 out of 10 movie. There was some iffy parts, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed my time there. See, now the problem with wanting individual Disney movies is you just don't know. Fuck Disney, he can do it himself. He would. Frozone lore movie. Bro. You've heard how Frozone talks and acts in the movie. That man is straight fucking hood, but they made him PG. Alright? You can tell he went from the bottom and made his way up. Because when they were wearing the ski mask trying to save people, he already knew how to get away from the cops. The Hood Wizard? He's the Hood Ice Wizard. Yo, here, get some Hood Ice. Get that Hood shit. They think he's threatening them, but he's actually offering to put ice in their like drinks and shit. He's just sprinkling it in. He's Hood Wizard, oh, Hood Wizard. Shut the fuck up. Get this motherfucking song out my motherfucking movie. Yeah, just make the snakes on a plane reference. My mom somehow did not know that Samuel L. Jackson was in Snakes on a Plane. Like, he is the most iconic character from it because he said, "Get these motherfucking snakes off my motherfucking plane!" That's literally his one defining line, and it's the only line people know from the movie. And I had to explain to my mom that Samuel L. Jackson was a main character in it. To be fair, she saw it once like 30 years before. So her memory's a little faded from it. But still. And you know what? I was right, and she never talked about it again because she was wrong. That's how my mom operates. If she's wrong, you'll never hear about it again. And if you bring it up, then you're the bad guy. That's how it works. Well, that was so long ago. No, it was 20 fucking minutes ago. I still have no idea what's playing on here. Oh yeah, it's still the glacial area. Oh hell yeah, brother. Alright. I'm just not sure what to do now that I finished this cocktail. Like, finished making it. I'm almost done with it. And I got 2 more to finish now. I don't know. Potion craft? Well, now I kind of want to play Marvel Rivals now that I'm okay with stuff. Frozone. Frozone the fuchsia. Give me a break. It's the only color I can think of that starts with F. Frozone fondue. Frozone. Fuck. I don't fucking know. It's a fucking Frozone. Get this fucking Frozone off my perf. I had to release my inner nags there. That was Italian as fuck. It's easier to do an Italian mob accent than it is for me to do any accent that's actually in my heritage. Because I can't do an Irish accent for shit. I can barely hold a British accent. I can do like one word at a time, and I ain't even gonna try, don't ask. And I have no idea what the fuck a Lithuanian accent sounds like. I assume it sounds like Diet Russian, because it's formerly part of Russia, like maybe 1,000 years ago. But yeah, I can't do accents. I could try. I'll fail. But Peter Parkle the Periwinkle and the Web Wizard. That was shockingly difficult to say, but that might be because I just drank like maybe a full 4 ounces of straight liquor in one sitting within like an hour. That might be why that was hard to say. Oh. Man, I love in Marvel Rivals how they made Penny Parker, and I love this about Marvel Rivals the most. Every character is over the age of 18. Thank you! Penny Parker is canonically 20 in Marvel Rivals. Bro, have you seen her fucking suit? It makes Devo look like shit. Holy fuck! And to be fair, most women in Marvel Rivals put Overwatch women to shame. I'm not gonna lie. I played Dagger, and for the first 2 rounds I played her, I was just zoning out into her ass. I saw white the whole time. Okay? I was just spamming the fucking healing. The only accent I can do that isn't my default accent is British, but that's because I played a bunch of FPS games with British friends, like a solid 5 months. Oi! What the fuck are you doing, you cunt? Sorry, that's Australian. Cunt's an Australian thing. Sorry. I can do a very offensive Hispanic accent because I shit you not, my best friend sounds like your stereotypical Hispanic. He sounds like this. He literally sounds like this. He even says his J's like Y's. Instead of Jojo, he says Yo-Yo. And then I correct him, and then he's like, fuck you, motherfucker. And that's why we're best friends, because I can imitate him, and he refuses to try to do an American accent. The man apparently lost his accent for a while because he did serve in the Navy for 8 years. He was born in New Jersey, but he's Puerto Rican. They moved back to Puerto Rico because his dad was in some shady shit up in Jersey. And then he got his accent, went to the Navy. By the time he came back, he lost the accent. Then he went back to Puerto Rico, got it again, and he hasn't dropped it since. And when the man talks too fast, he reverts back to Spanish in mid-sentence. And then he's like, I don't know why my Spanish brain just activated right there. And I'm like, it's okay. I understood literally nothing, which is the same as normal. Yeah, he was in the Navy for a very long... He was actually stationed in Japan for 3 years. Yeah, I know where your is. Yes, they had multiple women on the boat. And yes, they were basically prostitutes. Yeah, he was in Japan. He actually had a couple of girlfriends in Japan. He showed me a picture of one of the half Japanese ladies he dated. Ooh, Mamma mia! Dude. Alright. Yeah, he showed me a lot of pictures of his exes. Most of them were solid 8 out of 10s, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how he landed that. Okay, so my friend, alright, the thing about him is that, you know, he's not a horrible looking dude. Even compared to me, he's like probably around the same level as me. I consider myself a solid 5 out of 10. He's about the same. But then I saw a picture of his fucking sister, alright? And I was like, alright, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You got the shit end of the gene pool. Why couldn't you look like this? Why could you not get this good looking? Alright? Listen. Alright? Your sister is chef's kiss. Alright? She is... Wow! That is... And I did go around telling everybody, bro, you should ask my friend for a picture of his sister. And I'm not going to actually say his name. Actually, I probably could say his first name. You never guess his last name, even if he's Hispanic. You never guess it. It's not a super common Hispanic last name. And I'm not even going to say anything about it. We don't dox here. Yes, but I do. Don't test me.